again everybody, it's only me, Wushu, but in this video I'm going to show you some more techniques using these two rolled up newspapers just to show you the moves, okay? That's the only reason I'm using these. I'm showing you some double stick techniques. Okay, you can do single, you can use one hand as I said before, and one hand free, or you can use two. I'm showing you them in the up position, not the down position, okay, for this. That's skiing position, up position. And remember to have a little bit of space at the bottom of that, okay, which is used for like hooking or a shorter weapon, for hooking and things like that. This is the bottom part. The long part is up here, okay? Now, you can train them. Make sure you roll it up tight, you really good tight ones for training. But as I say, I used to train with, when I was studying, this kind of martial arts, I learned, as I say, the double sticks, okay, with real heavier wooden sticks, but which is very good for your wrist training. You're flexible, but you've got to be strong and train the power in your wrist, and the grip as you train as you're fighting, the whole move. But as I say, I've learned different kinds of martial arts in my life. I've also learned Wushu styles and broadsword and things, which has also helped me in my training to understand how to move too. Okay, now I'm going to show you my way of training using these. I'm going to show you some techniques. I'm going to show you some techniques, okay, how to fight. It's quite simple basics, okay. You can take them or leave them. In this video, okay, basically, basic stance work, okay. Basic stance work. I'm going to show you a simple block, okay. Someone comes to, let's say, swing, okay. Now remember, okay, I'm just showing you these for the actual technicality of the actual training of the moves. I'm not telling you this is what you should do. What I mean is it's the self-defense improvised training tactics for weapons trainers. And if someone's coming at you on the street, if somebody comes at you to swing punch or strike you, okay? If someone comes at you on the street and they're bringing a crowbar or a baseball bat, okay? If someone comes at you with some kind of weapon, knife, a stick of any kind, bar, and they're swinging that power into you, I'm not telling you that it's best to do such a technique that I'll be showing you in these videos, okay? Or it's the same for any attack. If they're going swinging you low, swinging you high, whichever way they're striking you, down, up, left, right, striking you straight out, it doesn't matter. It's the same as the hand. I'm just showing you some techniques so that you can understand some movements, okay? Remember, it's not to say that this is the exact way you must fight, okay? I'm just showing you some techniques here. Okay, we're standing here, okay? We're using two. If you have two like this, stand up, and we're ready to go, okay? We're enough space. Be careful of steel, even with magazines. You don't want to go and spin around and poke somebody's eyeball with this thing, okay? You can still do damage. Or knock some bars off the shelf, which will shatter and people will slip up on them, trip up and get themselves bloody. But let's go, blood. So we're here, okay? What I'm going to do, okay? Somebody, excuse me, I've got a cold today. It's the same like the karate position. These techniques I'm going to show you are very like karate, similar to karate, okay, or ninjutsu. It's like kung fu and all my way of training. Karate, you'll see when they get ready like this, like, okay, very good. That's singing, that's my wife, okay? Got a cold today, excuse me, but, excuse me, okay, damn, done. As I said, get ready, okay? This kind of motion here might look like a joke, but there's a lot of meaning in it, okay? It might look like for show, but it's not. Karate, when you're doing this, you can also imagine it's not only a respect, it's also like a guarding here, blocking in, crossing out. Okay, someone comes to attack me here, grab me, I can grab him, I can catch him here, I can open out, I can chop in here, see? It's the same as in Wing Chun. In Wing Chun, when you've got the start like this in the beginning, you're up like this, here, 1, 2, sinking in here, see? It's the same thing, kind of thing here. So when you're here, it's like you're up, see? Someone comes to push you, you lift your elbows up, you block them up, see? Things like that. Coming for that elbow strikes, coming back here, things like that, certain different kinds of techniques you can do, okay? And again, so we're here, see, elbow, see? other kind of techniques, like when you're doing, you're like turning, like things like that. So it all comes into connection with striking, so different kinds of fighting application of movements. That's very, very important. Like Tai Chi again, when you sink, you see like the kind of technique I've told you before, this is like a rising block here, or someone who's trying to grab you or push you. So, or you're sinking their arms down, which is, you know, pushing them back down, so you're absorbing that. So you're working all your technique in with your movements, how you're turning or whatever. Okay? So that's important to understand. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to look at a technique which is very similar. I'll just show you very quickly, which is very similar to like karate. In karate, okay, you'll find this kind of block, okay, blocking motion. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you a low one and a high one, okay? So I'll show you in this video. And a strike, okay? A counter strike. If I'm standing here, okay, let's show you very quickly, okay? If I stand here in a karate stance, let's say, here. When you step back, see, I can literally put my hand here. Here, see, when I step back, this is like a low block you'll find in karate, okay? A lot of time, block it here, see? So when I'm standing here, you put your hand up by your ear here, and then cross out here, see? So sometimes they cross like this, okay? And like that. There's different kinds of training methods, but it's like up here, and block, no block, okay? Sometimes it's straight, sometimes there's more arc here, to take the force, okay, better. You don't want to take it totally locked sometimes, because sometimes you can take the shock up, your shock up to here, and crack your elbow, okay, when you're doing it all shoulders. So don't be too stiff. Stand strong too. Don't lean over, because you can lose that balance. See, see? When you do the other one, so if you get that motion of crossing, see it from the side here, or here. You can do the side stance to marbu. Of course, we're doing this one with the bow stance, the front stance, okay? Front leg bend, back leg straight, okay? Don't need to go too big like that, but just like this. Body slightly turned on the side, I'm doing it here. The reason I'm doing it with the body slightly on the side, my ways of training, as I say, is to be off the angle of that. But you must note, okay, that when you need to punch, you need to put your hip into it. If you're going to punch, see, you need to put your hip in, see? So if you're going like this, you can block and punch at the same time, but it's like, if you step back and you just straight on the front there, it's okay. And you can just do that a subtle way, even slightly, and subtly block it in. But it depends on your different kinds of methods of training. Someone comes to attack me, I usually don't want to block it. Always, like, just blocking it. I want to move away slightly, see, or as I'm moving away, let it go past as I go and go in. It doesn't mean I have to turn so far, but this turning is quite, so you have to understand, it's quite complicated already, yeah? So this is again, the simple technique is like this, okay? From this position here, let's say the stance, I'll step back, and I'll just block here. Yeah, from here to, you can do it as on like this, or slightly to the side, it's up to you how you do it, okay? Now, I'll show you how to do that with these methods, okay? Well, what I'm doing, okay, is with two in my hand, just so you can get better practice for concentrating on yourself, or concentrating on what you're doing, okay? Regardless of if this hand doesn't have one or not, I'm just showing you here. So here, see, let's do that, see? So here. There you see. Now this backhand, you're just bringing it low here, okay? I'm just whipping it out and cracking. This could be a low strike or a block to a low strike. So if someone's coming to kick me, I can simply block low and crack on that foot, their ankle, or chop it off if it was a sword. But I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just trying to say for the training purposes to understand the movement, okay? Bang on that leg there. And be strong in the stance, solid, see? So I can be like this, or I can, as I say, on the side slightly. But it's the same thing, strong, sink. If you want to have both legs bent like this in a horse riding stance, either on this angle or to the side here, you can do that, okay? Now it depends on your angle. You understand the angle of your line, the centre line. There's a line on this floor here I'm using here. Someone comes to attack me. I can also, as I say, as you're bringing that, that's another important point, okay, with the bare hand block, not bare hand block, but a bare hand, okay? Someone comes to attack me, why do I then put my hand up here and then go down? It's reminding you to also go across here, protecting past your face. It's a whole circle, it's that half moon, it's this circle here. See? And this is here too. There's a lot of different techniques you have to understand. What is this hand coming back here for? It's like someone grabbed me, or I can grab him the same thing at the same time. As he's grabbing me, I can pull that arm in and so twist that as it's coming down. I can get him into certain locks and different things so that he's in off position or in a bad position. Someone comes to grab me, let's say, I can do the same thing. So I can grab the arm and do different kind of techniques, you see. Grab the arm there, step back, and block him down there, twist him down. The foot still behind his foot here, and different techniques I can do. So it's all, the bare hand techniques are very important. You have to understand before you can understand weapons training. Okay, really, but there's so much to it. There are various applications of every technique. It's unlimited almost in possibilities. Hold on, I'll check the camera, guys. Yeah, okay. So as I say, so when you're doing these techniques, you've got to remember this crossing motion here. See, we like striking to the side. Two people standing here, bang, see straight out, or here, looking back, or here, different kinds of motions. See. I don't have much space here. I come. Oh, when I'm doing that, so what I'm doing is I'm using this here. See, over here. See, see. Hey. As I do that, I can strike straight back in for a strike if I wish to. No, or to the body here. See, so I can do that. See, even from here, I could go here. Here, don't touch your own arm. Things like that, okay? Can I do doubles? Yes, I can. So you can do the same thing. This kind of technique, where I'm like this, it's like a double block anyway. I could literally block there, bring down on his arm, and he's coming to grab me here. Pop him in the head there, or punch him as I sink my root. I'll sink the root. Or as I say, open it up, see? It could be a kick. I could even just sink that, and sink my gut breath into his gut. And when you get better, you understand certain subtleties, such as things like blocking and punching. This kind of twist motion in the punch, you can understand how that twisting motion can also be used to deflect the arm as you're punching. So when I'm doing this, I don't necessarily need to go block, punch, let's say. You go through block, you know, it could be even like 1, 2, so you're across the two arms all open. It doesn't need to necessarily be like 1, 2, but it can be like this. It can be literally coming down, and as I twist, as I'm blocking, I'm also going in for that punch. 1 and 2 together. See? You see what I'm saying, yeah? So what if I said the same thing? So with these, it's the same thing. It's like, I can do the same thing, yeah? Crossing, see? Block, stepping, whichever one's crossing on the inside or out, doesn't matter. See? Just can like pop straight in. Don't drop your magazines, but if these were heavy sticks, I'm saying, or swords, or long knives, for training, I'm saying only. You've got to step back. It could be like a double-sided strike. See, that's what I'm saying, blocking on the sides even, see? One's a guard here even. Depends what I'm saying, yeah? It could even be here across, see? One high, one low. I was saying, we're going double, yeah, here. I can go here. When I get better, I can go to this side, see? Okay, I can go to this side. You know where I'm here? I can go here. Just turning, see? I can go here, here, here. I can just turning, just on the angle even. One could be a block, one could be a strike out, or a high one. So you get to understand the feeling. What I'm saying is, you're striking, or you're slicing, or you're striking and deflecting at the same time. So when you're blocking, I'm saying, when you're blocking, it's like he's coming to attack you, and you're attacking his attack with this. His arm or whatever is coming to attack you. In training purposes, you strike that weapon, you know, or his arm, his wrist, or whatever, he's coming to attack. I go back here, see? It's like I just whack it, hit it, see? The twist motion on the end, power into the whole structure into it, here, and in and out, see? It's like I'm just cutting across, or I'm striking across, or I'm going not only to the side to open up myself to attack, I'm also stopping there, see? Slightly on the angle, and the point and the end is like directing towards him, so it could even be like a thrusting motion also. Like I've said to you already, such as, when I'm doing this, for example, on the side here, you see the block, right? Regardless of if my arm is like a sword now, it's like cutting across, or like hitting, Also, it's like when I'm twisting, see, it's like a punch. See, I'm punching into his groin or gut there, lower gut area, as I'm going. Fine, that's blocking on the side, and this is hitting. Not directly straight, don't forget always, sometimes like this. Also when I'm doing that, he's here strong. I'm not for show, I'm like locking his arm, let's say. If I was bringing him right down, twisting the elbow, this would be forcing onto that elbow, whichever arm it might be, and punching him in the head, let's say. The whole hip power into it, you see, as I'm doing that. Knees both bent here, you can see that. For different kind of styles, with horse riding styles, sometimes it might be back lift straight, as I say, like this, see? It's like a low punch almost. But what I'm doing is I'm blocking. I'm not going 1, 2, I'm going together, see? See? Like this, or like this, or like this, or like this. Different kind of variations. So just be natural, just step back. Don't lean into it like this and fall over, see, or lean right back like that. Sink your weight. So when I'm doing that with a weapon, this represents a weapon, I'm saying, I'll be stepping back and doing that, see? We're doing the low section in this, don't forget, okay? You can cover the middle section of the body here as you're circling down, see, onto the head, as you say. But we're primarily blocking the lower area here, okay, for this one. Kicks or strikes, whatever it might be, arms, legs coming at you, on the straight or on the angle swinging to attack you. And you're deflecting on that side there, see, stopping what's coming with your whole bodily structure into it. See, and at the same time whacking out. You might even just block the thing, and this part still hits him in the gut at the same time, or groin. Bam, okay? Or you can say you might do that, block that, and then rise it up if you can, to his higher areas if you wish to do that. So different kind of techniques. So just imagining now for a second that something is constantly here in my centre, I can practice cutting that thing away. See? So on a straight line, that's hard for you to see here, but 1, 2, I'll take small steps just so you can see. Remember, in real life, you don't need to take such big steps or small steps. You can take big steps if you want, or small steps. In fighting and in anything in life. So I'm here, on this side here, like this. 1, 2, 3, okay? Can we go forward? Yes, we can, but for defense, we don't usually need to. My teacher said don't go back even. But you said you should stand there, or go straight through them, or go to the side as you're making your way forward, okay? But it's like, I go there, see, bam, I step back from my structure. If I just stand here and do this, block, it's okay, like Wing Chun said, but maybe he will overpower me and push me back. So I'm putting this foot there for safety so that I have balance. But I don't want to fall over on the side, make sure I've got enough balance. Don't stand like this, okay? Don't go. I can easily lose balance either side. I want to make sure it's open slightly. See it? You see like this? You see what I'm saying? Here, okay? And I'm just stepping back slightly, see? Hey, see? Oh, hey, see? I'm packing my punches too. 1, 2, whatever, see? Oh, see? And back in the normal natural fighting stance, I wish you like this. It's a natural fighting stance, so you're stepping back like that. 1 back, 1 in front of that, see? On the side, that's a natural fighting style. Both legs then I've got here for this. With open hands, same thing, okay? So you stand, see? Open hands before I don't need to be tensed up. Okay? You'll find that, okay, different kinds of martial art training. My way to train that. More videos to come on this kind of training. Train on, stay safe. Thanks for watching.